They're the unbeaten going in. Their leading scorer is Maurice Baker. He wasn't doing that for exercise. He was trying to loosen up a pulled groin in the stomach muscle. Brandon Mouton was all loose. 3 of 5 from deep. Texas up 48-40.
Yeah, you got that going. When you take a look at this, what happens next? Brian Beckdecker gets the 3, comes back.
Does it again. 56-53. Here's Oklahoma State's answer.
Here comes Victor Williams. Hits the big 3 to ties it now at 56.
He was only 1 of 9 from deep. Oh, Royal Ivy. He had 15. Digger at 62-57. James Thomas, the ball inside. 13 points and a massive 7 rebounds. Longhorns are up 64-57. Your man, Brian Boddicker, he's going to take this shot. How about Texas domination down low? James Thomas puts it in, and 11 offensive boards. Eddie Sutton, not happy. Royal Ivy, TJ Ford, ball's loose. Ford would run into a fan in the stands who happened to be pregnant. The husband of that fan got in the mug of Ford, and after that, both teams sort of got involved. And here's another look at what happened. Again, Royal Ivy and TJ Ford after a loose ball. Ford into the fan who was pregnant, whose husband then went after Ford. Rick Barnes, Eddie Sutton talked things over. TJ Ford calmed down. No one would get ejected. The Longhorns end up winning by a final score of 70-61.
Credit Rick Barnes having his team ready. Without Chris Owens out for the year, their defense showed up, holding Oklahoma State to 33% field goal. Only one player in double figures for Eddie Sutton. Maurice Baker obviously injured, only played in the second half. 11 minutes, 6 points. Big win for Texas on the road, knocking off unbeaten Oklahoma State.
They've won 8 of the last 10 against Oklahoma State. NC State, Virginia, we go next. They haven't won in Charlottesville since '88. Adam Hall, 9 points. UVA's within 5. They shot 49% from the floor.
Then it takes over by Anthony Grundy. Grundy knows they've got to make things happen, gets a steal. They're up 3. Now, same defense. Great steal again. Grundy comes from behind. Turnover, comes back. Takes it in, passes to Clifford Crawford underneath for the lay-in. NC State leads by 5.
Crawford had 11. Next UVA possession. Travis Watson, 3 turnovers on the day. Other end, it's Marcus Melvin launching a 3. He draws iron, but guess who's there? Grundy for the putback. Hey, another team from the ranks of the unbeaten NC State, a winner, 81-74.
State almost beat Maryland at home the other night. Blew the game at the end. Came into Charlottesville knowing protect the ball. Only 14 turnovers. They forced 16 Virginia turnovers and got 24 points. That was the difference in the game.
NC State, a young team, to 11 threes. They're aggressive. Miami and UConn. Ladies, UConn Huskies already take out one unbeaten team. Could the men turn the trick at night? Cliff Hawkins, 10 assists. Nice. Oh, there's some alley-oop and high-flying action. That was Caron Butler. Now John Salmons. The turnaround, Jay. It drops. Miami within 3. Less than 2 to go. It's a 1-point game. Tony Robertson. He scrapes the roof, but it drops with seconds on the shot clock. They're up 4. Under a minute to go, Miami. Darius Rice had a business-like game. His 4th 3 of the night. Hurricanes up 1. Miami, the men have done this to UConn before. 11 to go. 10 on the shot clock. Robertson. No. Selvey. The rebound, he was fouled. He's a 58% free throw shooter, but he looked like he'd make them all. UConn up 1 as he drains them both. Salmons dribbling in the paint, loses it. And take one more look. Marcus Barnes in front of the ref is calling for a TO, baby. They didn't get it. And UConn. So both the ladies and the men of UConn knock off unbeatens, and the Hurricanes, their 14-game winning streak is over.
2 keys for the men, 41-28 on the boards and 40 points in the paint to 26 for Miami. Big win for Jim Calhoun. The only weakness, 21 UConn turnovers, which led to 29 Miami points. They've got to correct that before they play Oklahoma here.
State. This is the SEC opener for both. First half, Kentucky up 13-2. There's the no-look pass, and look at Jules Kamara on the baseline. He had a dozen. Kentucky started on a 21-2 run. They were up 4-24. This game should have been over.
Yes, look at Timmy Bowers up. Nice pass inside, goes up and under. Mario Austin played big. Bulldogs now within 14. Come back. Derek Zimmerman takes the game over. Comes up with a steal. Takes it in. Bulldogs within 5. Zimmerman really pumped up. They smell it. So play the defense again. Zimmerman gets the ball, goes baseline. No weak side help. Goes in and scores. Big time. You look at Zimmerman, up and under, makes it happen. Bulldogs within 3. Unbelievable comeback after being down 21-2.
That's elevation. Mario Austin, a 3-ball, top of the key. Got it. That was the first of his career. He never shoots from out there. Tied at 65. Cliff Hawkins dribbling around with 4.7 to go, and he never got a shot off. So we're going to overtime. In overtime, the shot clock is now running down. Zimmerman logged 43 big minutes. He drives through the lane. There was no defense there. He scored 14. The Bulldogs are up 2. 10 seconds to go in overtime. Kentucky trailing by a field goal. That's a 3 field goal. Cliff Hawkins, no to tie, and Mississippi State. This is a pretty surprising victory here for them.
Well, Mario Austin was the key at the end of the game. Hits a big 3 with 7 seconds to go. Overtime hits 5, 3 throws. He iced the game. 32 big points. Derek Zimmerman really showed his class. Big come-from-behind win for Mississippi State at home against Kentucky.
Almost 7 years since Mississippi State beat a top 10 team at home. Gamecocks struggling offensively. Jamel Bradley, that is air. He did have 13 points. Then Marius Petrovich with the awful shot. He was 3 of 10. They hit 9 of 32 in the first half. Help. Udonis Haslem, he hit 9 shots in the game. Brett Nelson, though, is there to finish up that one. He finished with 12 and 1 offensive rebound, which we just showed you. Second half, Florida's up a dozen. There's a pretty Haslem follow. Double-double for him with 24 and 10.
What happens now to Florida? The whole game. Turnovers. They really played sloppy. Wake Forest did a good job. I mean, we look at South Carolina did a good job trying to pressure. And 22 turnovers, really, really careless. And that's why Florida really struggled in this game. When you see Brett Nelson throwing it away, Billy Nelson calls timeout, gives them a little rip. But the fact is, Dave Odom had his team ready to play. Florida's turnovers really hurt him. And the fact when you shoot 37% for the game, Florida's defense really showed up when they needed it because their offense was nothing but turnovers.
Rare that even in a conference game you can turn it over 22 times and still get a victory. That first Dave Odom Wake Forest reference, we'll have many more of those. Big 12, Jeff Boschee the steal. Aaron Miles, Drew Gooden. I need some authority. And we'll get it there. Kansas by 6 in the first half. Early second half, they're up 5. It's Kirk Heinrich. Off the dribble. They're up 7. Later in the second half, Jayhawks by 11. Boschee. This team's got size, and they got good guard play. Keith Langford for the easy lay-in. Kansas a winner, 97-85.
I got tired in that game. Too quick, too much depth for Kansas.
Look at those wild and crazy Mizzou fans. Enthusiastic about that Cornhusker visit. Kareem Rush enthusiastic, and here a bounce pass to Arthur Johnson with a noise. He had 11 in the game. Tigers up by 7. Jake Muleson, layup. Ricky Paulding, get that out of here. Later in the second, Mizzou's up by half dozen. Rush playing some more defense. Here's another steal. Paulding. Two-hand throwdown. He had 9. Tigers win it by 7.
Rush Gilbert combined 8 for 33. Not good for Mizzou. They're still not shooting the ball.
A&M, OU. Sooners by 6. Quantus White. Jabari Brown. They're up 8. Later in the first, Sooners. Hollis Price behind the line. Give him 1, give him 2, give him 3. Blackjack, they're up 21. Early second half, OU. It's White, his shot denied. Brown, Aaron McGee down low for the lay-in. Oklahoma's a winner, 89-63.
A&M's lost 8 of their last 9, really struggling.
Let's move to the Big Ten. We continue with our wrap here. We are Mummies. Jim O'Brien's Buckeyes looking for that win against Iowa. Sean Conley driving. Brent Darby. Got it. He had 13. Buckeyes are up 20-2.
Give it to Luke Recker. You need 3. I'll get you 3. Big 3 right here. Iowa coming back. 27-26. First lead.
He averages 19. Scored 11 in this one. Darby, there's your steal. It's him and him alone in the Buckeyes. In a seesaw game, winning 72-62.
Ryan Brown got 10 in a row. Second half to get the ice for Ohio State. Michigan State now at Minnesota on the road.
No Marcus Taylor strained his back in warm-ups. His replacement is Chris Hill, and he blew up for 25 big points. Spartans down 3. Calvin Tourbourg continues to impress. Just DeFrost, 2 of 5 from deep with 11. We're tied at 64. Under a minute to go. When you shoot 50% from three-point range, you're going to need stuff like that to go in. Spartans by 1. Next go for possession. Jerry Holman. Oh, elevation, 6 of 7 from the field. Gophers by 1. Under 5 to go. They're up 3, and the Gophers avoid a tie as the 3 from Hill goes off the iron.
Minnesota played zone. Marcus Taylor not playing. That's the way to go. Defense showed up for the Gophers.
Penn State, Indiana, first half. Sharif Chambliss off the screen. Jay Falls, a 22-8. Penn State, they 20 points for Chambliss. Brandon Watkins drives. He turns it over. On the floor, it's the Hoosiers. They make the free throws down the stretch and win it 61-54.
Real ugly game. Free throw lines only.
There's Bill Self. They're trying to extend their winning streak to 7. Sean Harrington, the lob to Brian Cook for the slam. He comes down. He's called for a tee for pushing and for taunting, not for hanging on the rim. Minutes later, Bill Self got whistled for a tee. Momentum shifts here, and the Badgers then got one from the outside.
Dave Mader, he hits the big 3. He likes to get it going, gets it, steps up, makes it happen. Wisconsin feels it coming. Shoot the 3s when they're there. Devin Harris makes another 3. Badgers down 2. Comes back. Major again. Mader makes it part of an 11-0 Badger run.
All right, Robert Archibald inside baseline got it. He had all 5 shots he took. The Illini are up 1. Kirk Penny on the Wisconsin ensuing possession. No. Michael Wilkinson. He grabbed 3 on the offensive glass. Got it to go. He hit the free throw. Badgers up 3. He had 11. Trevon Davis to the hole. Scoop and high off the window for 8. Badgers up 3. Frank Williams continues to play hot and cold. Here he loses the dribble. Archibald fouls Wilkinson going after the loose ball. Bull line. The Badgers get the upset 72-66.
Illinois' front line in trouble the whole game, but credit Wisconsin. This is 3 straight wins in Madison against Illinois.
All right, Williams 4 of 15 and 5 turnovers in this game. Syracuse Providence, Deshaun Williams, that is sweet. He played all 40 minutes, scored 16. Syracuse still down 1 at the half. This is Craig Forth. That's blocked. Williams, Deshaun, blocked. Providence goes on the break. Maris Laska. Ryan Gomes, give him a dozen. Friars are up 44-36. Providence had 3 blocks. You just saw 2 of them. Digger, the difference in the game was?
Preston Shumpert takes it over. Didn't play well in the first half, but in the second half, he makes things happen. Williams comes down, looks for Shumpert. Where is he? I got you. Take it in. Score. Syracuse takes the lead. Now again, Shumpert comes down, gets in his rhythm. You got to find him. Yes, he hits the 3. They're up 63-59. Shumpert finally. Fadeaway jumper. 7 straight points. The Cuse wins it 73-66. Credit Jim Boeheim. Switch defenses second half. They're down 11, 47-36. The man-to-man defense got them back. Get the big win on the road. The Cuse is 2-0 now in the Big East.
Shumpert City was trying to post up too much early in the game, and they shoot 28% from 3 and still win. Let's wrap the Big East now. Pitt at BC, second half. Panther up 6. Julius Page had 11. He turns the corner, and there's a throwdown.
Man, jump. He loves that jam.
They were the last Big East team to win it. Connie Forum, 25 games ago. Their lead is 8. Brandon Knight. Somebody's wide open. Jaron Brown, 6 of 6 from the field. He had 15, and Pitt's a winner.
Troy Bell doesn't score for 25 minutes, finishes with 23, but not enough.
Georgetown Rutgers, Mike Sweetney, he had 26 and 11 of 17, shooting a 13-0 run. The Hoyas are up 12 at the break. Mike Sherrod, sweet pass to Hervé. How about Lamazana for the jam? 19 points. He is 2 of 2 from deep. More of the man. He loses it. Sherrod, baseline. Acrobatics, he had 14. Let's go to overtime? Let's do it.
We got overtime. What happens in overtime? Georgetown comes in, scores after they didn't score the last 6.5 minutes of regulation and put it in overtime.
Braswell adds 20, Hoyas up 1. Lamazana shooting a second free throw, drains it. They'd missed 15 of the game, though. Victor Samnick, free throw line. Rutgers, 89-87. Oh, they would find it. First half, they're up 31-19. Carolina turned it over 21 times. Sungaila to Josh Howard, who had 20. Matt Doherty's Heels are down 33-19. Later in the half, wakes up 10 off the miss. Steve Lapori skying for the rebound. There's your scoop. And sweet touch. He had 7 boards and 15 points. The Deeks are up 37-25. Sungaila grabbing a board. This is strength. He had 9. Team had 14 offensive rebounds. They're up 48-34 at the break. Second half, guess what? Antoine Scott. Watch the fly in for the follow. Got a body on someone with 10 boards and 9 points, and Howard with the alley-oop. This is their worst home loss ever at the Dean Dome.
You got to understand it. Wake Forest really came out of the second half, held North Carolina without a field goal for almost 12 minutes, went on a 21-3 run. Carolina doesn't get any easier. They have to go to Maryland this coming Wednesday, then come home next weekend and play Virginia.
Carolina scoreless for 11:42 of the second half. They were 7 of 27. It'll be a new top 25 poll, although you wonder with all the teams losing,
I don't think it's going to change much.
All right, we continue Cincinnati, East Carolina. They're ready for their first ever Conference USA game, and Cincinnati's your defending conference champions. Brandon Hawkins. Errol Bing slammed it home. He had 17. East Carolina by 8. Hawkins loses control of the ball. Steve Logan's getting busy here. And Donald Little is your trailer. Find me. Flush me. Bearcats up 7. Little at 17. Later in the second half, the lead is 5. 2.5 to go. Logan, 3. Faked you out of your shoes. 24 points. He had 13 of 14 from the line. And Cincinnati wins it.
Logan, 8 straight free throws at the end, the final 3 minutes. But Donald Little had left 17 points, 15 rebounds.
LSU, Bama, Mo Williams, quick hands. There's your steal. He had 11. The lead in this game is now only 2. 2:05 to play. LSU by 3. Irwin Dudley getting strong. 15 points inside. He also had 11 rebounds. The lead is only 1. Terrence Mead had a dozen. The jumper from the top of the key. Team hit 47% from the field. We're tied at 74. Big 2. Last 10 on the clock. Tied at 74. Collis Temple shoots. No. Mead. The pass ahead. Fumble. Recovered. 3-point shot by Temple. LSU's John Brady. You kidding me? Mead's on the line. He's going to make the first. 75-74 with 1.3 on the clock. After missing the second, hey, missed the third. Let's let the clock run out. He makes it. That gives them an opportunity to call time. A 3 would win it. Charles Thompson. Game, set, die. Couldn't hit it. Alabama ends the game on a 12-2 run. They win it.
Bobby Knight coaching in his first conference game in the Big 12. K-State, Texas Tech, Tech up 4. Marcus Shropshire, that's hard. Guy averages 1 point per game. He had 9 points in this one. Nick Valdez averages 4.1 points. That's real hard. Tech's bench scored 35 of their 74. Later second half off the turnover. Valdez to Andre Emmett, who rocks the crib. Emmett, a starter, 23 points. Tech. Duke, maybe 2 different sports, 2 different 23-game runs. Their football team has lost an NCAA worst 23 straight. Blue Devils basketball looking for an NCAA best 23 straight wins. #1 team hooping with FSU, and I'd be smiling too if I was averaging 22.1 points per game. Mike Dunleavy back in the lineup after spraining his ankle Thursday. FSU up 7. Jason Williams about to get medieval on kids. Williams, Lord have mercy, he done made his kinfolk so proud, man.
Tom and Sally.
No, his kinfolk Pookie and them and Ray, Moesha. Jason, 8 of 12 from 3-land. Game tied at 61. Jason missed the free throw there. Duke down 2. Williams inside to Carlos Boozer. Booz doing work. 13 points, 12 boards, tied at 71. Then after Williams is fouled, missed both free throws. Duke as a team, just 7 of 19 from the free throw line. Still tied at 71. Duke up 1. Dunleavy, 3. Booyah! As a team, Duke put up 37 three-pointers. They hit 15 of them. FSU fighting back. Antoine Dixon rolling the tray. FSU took only 11 threes. They made 5. Duke now up 1. After Williams is fouled on the inbounds, goes to the line, misses both. He's a 69% free throw shooter, 0 for 6 in this game. 0 for from the free throw line in the game. FSU with the ball now, 13 ticks to play. Monty Cummings tells Jason Williams, peace. Cummings, 16 points, one of 5 no's in double figures. FSU up 1, 7.4 ticks to play. Dunleavy inbounds to Williams.
5 seconds, 4 seconds. Jason all the way down the lane, in the air, shot blocked. Dunleavy off the glass, no good. Tipped away. This is over.
FSU upsets the #1 team in the land. Duke goes down. So Duke does not match its football team's 23-game run, even though theirs was a loss. Instead, FSU wins its first game ever in 12 tries against a top-ranked team. It also gave Seminole coach Steve Robinson his first win in 12 career games against Duke. Duke jacked itself, going just 2 for 8 from the free throw line in the final minute 30. For the first time. First half, Brandon Mouton getting his bank on. Mouton 16 points in the first. Later in the first, I think the interest rate at that bank is real low. Brandon, you got to call this, dog. 18 in the game. Texas up 15 at the break. Second half, Texas up 12. TJ Ford feeds James Thomas. TJ to JT. Can I get a little bit? Thomas, 9 points, 17 boards. Remember, Barnes coached the Friars from 89 to 94. He beats the Friars on this night, 68-48. Ever since losing star forward Chris Owens for the season with the knee injury, the Longhorns have won 3 straight. Texas won this one by winning the battle of the boards in the first half, out-rebounding Providence 24-9 the first 20 minutes. Number 7, Oklahoma and UConn. Oklahoma trying to extend its 10-game winning streak. First half, Aaron McGee with the miss, but Darian Selvey, play I got your back. Said UConn coach Jim Calhoun, we got tattooed on the boards. Watch. UConn defenders just stand there. There are 4 of them around. Nobody gets a body on Selby. Sooners 28-12 edge on offensive boards. Under a minute to play, Oklahoma up 2. Talik Brown, no good. Kept alive for Karan Butler. Shorty's got mad game. Butler 25 points, 9 of 12 shooting. We're tied at 67. Next possession. Abi Ara, 17 points, 9 boards. Let's hear about that shot.
We're going to wait, run the shot clock down, and then we're going to give you the ball. He said just make something happen. If they double, you pass. If they don't, shoot the ball. It was an automatic shot. They didn't double, so I shot.
I think if they tripled, he still would have shot. Under 10 to go. Tony Robertson has it. Check that. Had it. One of 14 Husky turnovers. Oklahoma gets it and calls timeout. After a missed free throw, 2.1 ticks left. Freshman Ben Gordon with the shot to win it. No love. No love. Oklahoma survives 69-67, 11 straight wins. As for Gordon, he said after the game about his final shot, quote, I thought I got hit. Come on, Ben. Dog, you know final seconds. No autopsy, no foul. Gordon did add, the game could have been decided earlier if we'd gotten more rebounds. Sooners won that rebounding war 45-32.
Wake Forest and Navy. Darius Sangaila blocked Francis Ebong. That's the only job I could say. Sangaila blocks Ebong. Antoine Scott on the finish.
Yeah, my cousin.
Steve Laporte alley-oop to Scott. Booyah!
I don't know if he's my cousin, but you know when somebody with your last name, you got to call it out.
All right, Craig Dawson for 3. Is Richard Dawson's at home screaming, that's my cousin.
No, he's going to say, that my cousin.
Okay. For 3, Dawson, survey set. 7 3-pointers. That would be 21 points. Wake has won a season-high, tying 4 in a row, 7 of 8. He's beaten Navy 4 straight times by a combined 113 points.
Seconds of the game, tied at 78. New Mexico a chance to win it and make it 9 straight wins and beat the Zags for the 2nd straight year in a close game. Marlon Palmer's 3 no good. We go to overtime. In the extra frame, Palmer. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Career high 30 points, 9 in overtime. New Mexico up 1. Still in OT, tied at 89. Dan Dickau getting his freak and his mac and his swerve on. 19 points, 10 assists, no turnovers. Zags up 2. Moments later, Palmer through the lane, lays it in, but called for charging. Ball game. Gonzaga wins it 95-90 in overtime. Dickau, 5 of 14 from the floor. Bulldogs have a 10-game winning streak for the